Walking away, leaving you alone in the living room. You stand there with your heart heavy, tears welling up in your eyes, but you refuse to let them fall. You have been hurt, rejected, dismissed countless times by Taehyung, but you are not going to give up. You believe in him, even when he doesn't believe in himself. You seize the pain behind his coldness, the grief that eating him alive. And you know that beneath that icy exterior, there is a man who needs love, who needs healing. You wipe your eyes and take a deep breath. You are not going to chase after him, not this time. You have given him space, respected his boundaries. Now it's his turn. It's his turn to choose between the darkness of his past and the possibility of a future with you and Taemin. You goes upstairs to check Taemin. He is sleeping soundly, his face peaceful and innocent. You kisses his forehead gently and your heart filled with love for this little boy who became so precious to you. You goes to your room and sits by the window, looking out of the city lights. You think about your life, your dreams and your hopes. You came into this marriage with your eyes open, knowing it was a business arrangement. But somewhere along the way, you had fallen with Taehyung. You seized glimpse of the man he could be, the man he was capable of being. And you held on to those glimpses, believing that love could bloom even in the harshest of conditions. You signs, you know it's a long shot. You know Taeyang is deeply wounded, trapped by his grief and his past. But you also know that love can conquer anything. You believe in the power of love, the power of healing, the power of second chances. You goes downstairs and finds Mrs. Kim in the kitchen. You both exchange polite greetings and you help Mrs. Kim to prepare breakfast. The atmosphere is quiet. Separate Taeyong comes downstairs dressed for work. He glances at you, his expression unreadable. He grabs his coffee and leaves without a word. The day passes slowly. You focus on your charity work, on the theme, on anything to distract you from your thoughts of Taeyong. You knows you made the right decision, giving him space, giving him the chance to choose. But it's hard. It's hard to be near him, to see him every day, and to pretend that everything is okay. You are in the living room reading a book. Taemin is asleep upstairs. You hear the front door open, but you doesn't look up. You assumes it's Mrs. Kim, but then you hear Taeyoung's voice. Why and he says slowly, and you look up, your heart is pounding in your chest. He is standing in the doorway, his face etched with exhaustion and something else, something that looks auspiciously like vulnerability. Yes, you said quietly. He walks into the living room and sits down on the sofa opposite you. He is silent for a moment, then he speaks, his voice low and hesitant. I want to talk to you. About what, Taeyong? Your expression neutral. About everything, about us, about how things are. And how are things, Taeyong? You said quietly. He looks at you, his eyes searching yours. He sees the hurt in your eyes, the weariness, but also the unwavering strength. He sees the woman he is pushed away, the woman he is hurt so deeply, and the woman he loves. It's not good. It's wrong. He takes a deep breath, his hands clap tightly in his lap. Why and I have been thinking about everything, about what I said to you last night, but what I have said to you countless times before. I have been thinking about how I have treated you. He looked up at you, his eyes filled with pain and regret. And I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of myself. I was cruel and I was selfish. I was wrong, so wrong. Yes, Taehyung, you were. Your voice is soft but firm. He flinches slightly at your words, but he doesn't interrupt. He knows you are right. He deserves your honesty. I know, and I'm so sorry. I'm truly sorry for everything. For the things I said, for the way I acted, for the pain I caused you. I don't expect you to forgive me, and I don't deserve your forgiveness. But I needed you to know. I needed you to know that I understand now. I understand how much I have hurt you, and I'm ready to change. I'm ready to be a better man. I'm ready to be the man you deserve. You looks at him, your eyes searching his. You sees the sincerity in his gaze, the vulnerability he is trying so hard to express. You sees the man he is slowly becoming, the man you have always believed he could be. You also sees the pain he caused you, the hurt you are still carrying. You knows it won't be easy. You knows it will be take time, but maybe he finally ready. Maybe you both have a chance. It's going to take more than words, Taeyong. It's going to take time. It's going to take consistency. It's going to take you. You said with your voice soft but firm, and Taeyong nods, his eyes filled with determination. I know, and I'm ready. I'm ready to give you all of that. I'm ready to give you everything. He reaches out and takes your hand. You hesitate for a moment, then intertwine your fingers with his. His touch was warm and comforting. It's a small gesture, but it's a significant one. It's a sign of trust, a sign of hope, a sign of love. You both sit there in silence. For a moment, your hands clasp together. Then Taeyong speaks, his voice low and husky. Why and I think I'm starting to. He hesitates, unable to voice the words. He's still afraid, still hesitant. But you understand, you see the love in his eyes, the vulnerability he is finally allowing himself to show. You see the man you love, the man you are waiting for, the man you have finally found. I know, Taeyang, I know. He leans closer to you, his gaze intense, searching. He sees the love in your eyes, the unwavering belief. He feels the pull towards you, the longing for connection. He knows that he is still afraid, but the fear is slowly being replaced by something stronger: desire, hope, and love. I have made so many mistakes. We all have. Taking his hand in yours. But mine were so hurtful. I pushed you away when all I really wanted was. He is still unable to voice the words. He is still afraid of being vulnerability, of being hurt again. It's okay, Taeyang. You don't have to say anything you are not ready to say. You said gently. He looks at you, his eyes filled with gratitude. He brings your hand into his lips and kisses it softly. Thank you for everything, for believing in me. I believe in the man you are capable of being, Taeyong. Smiling slightly. I want to be the man for you, for Taemin, for us. I'm still scared. It's okay to be scared. But I'm also hopeful. He opens his eyes and looks at you, his gaze filled with love and determination. I promise you, and I will spend the rest of my life making you up for my mistakes. I will spend the rest of my life showing you how much I love you. I believe you, Taeyong, you said with your voice filled with emotions.